everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up next, we got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets.
And there's the Denver Broncos
With that, we have the MetLife Stadium.
up against the New York Jets in MetLife Stadium.
The coach takes the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and as we have at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Denver Broncos. Brandon Gott and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the 3rd overall selection back in 2018 from USC. It's Sam Darnold. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, is he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive of your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Darnold. His throw incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. The shotgun snap from Darnold. Caught here by Bell.
And you see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And no one there to stop it. Gets it the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They will be led out by a 2nd-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock. Second, the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the first carry here for Philip Lindsay. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And it's 2nd and 9 now from the 21. On 2nd down, a run McLenzy. It appears to be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Rodman. Well, it'll be put in the books as a 50-40-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Durham going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Next receivers will spread the defense out there to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the...
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers play with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
From the gun on 3rd down, found this target, it's Anderson. And he's got the first as they bring him down at the 28-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. Watch out.
Now a 1st down carried by Bell. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And a look now how the Broncos line up defensively.
Von Miller is so good that he doesn't even need a nickname. His ability to bend and dip on pass rush, unequaled in this league.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
One thing to keep in mind, when you've got a running back of this size, at these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Darnold. And the throw there going to go incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they like to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Rocking the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. Henry Anderson there on the stop. And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
Linebackers still off the control defenses, and C.J. Mosley does exactly that for his. A Pro Bowler 3 of his first 4 years. Not only can he run and hit, he diagnoses plays so well, feels them out, and makes sure his team is organized and in the right spot on each and every snap.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Lindsey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Double this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level. Talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And now the throw here is incomplete. And with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Broncos send out their punter now. As he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the field. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up the 1st down and change our momentum?
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're talking when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a throw out line to Anderson. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Darnold. And that will be incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he's on the punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. This is their 3rd drive right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Block and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Lindsay, and he still is yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So after the loss of 2, here's 2nd and 12 from the 23. Shotgun snap to give to Lindsay. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll end up being a loss of 2. And that'll force a time of 3rd and 14.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come on down 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's locked, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try to pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
New York set to take the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll run it with Bell. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he's going to get this to the 31, but got it still well short of what he needed. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on 4th down, the Jets turn to kicker Sam Ficken. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Ficken's kick is good. And the Jets hit the ball first. It's 3-0. They got the interception with very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. It does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did hold them into a field goal.
It's the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. If the team's losing, he's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to bounce that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Rock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end fan. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando with Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half. One that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Maybe get the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
7 yards there and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Rock now on first down. They'll get this to Phillip Lindsay complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back. And then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Block now, rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Throwing now is Locke. A little check down to Lindsay. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, it's Locke. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions, and it brings up second down. The third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory over their stop. Block going to throw. He's got his tight end fan. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. On first down, Locke. He'll get this one to Patrick. And inside the 20, 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And McManus able to put it through, and that will knock things up here late in the first half. But maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Feeling about a yard deep. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. I'm a big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the nade. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Second half starts with a run by Lindsay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he slips up past the 35 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running was at a premium in the first half as he will find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Lindsay. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there at a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. This is the tight end fit. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Oh, he can't hang on. There's a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 14 yards at a time for number 14.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Blitz guy, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Now Mock. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. To throw in his lock. This is caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right to kind of play it into their hands. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, you'll have to cut this in a tight angle. The kick by McManus is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. Well, they didn't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far is the field goal. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Thomas barreling ahead, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, good one. Give him 19.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a good teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On the counter, here's Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun. Found his target, it's Anderson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 43. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's taken down inside the 30. Given 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it when executed crossing route. On 1st down, it's going. Caught here by Bell. And they'll bring it down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver and tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. To the air again, Darnold. Herman's got it complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Adam Katzis, the Aussie, with a sack. And a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards won't be enough here as I'm bringing up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Fickens' kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. When you talk about clutch, that one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Blocking the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Block now on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete for both of these teams that we've seen in this game.
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And it pushes right forward to about the 32.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. You know not everyone's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
That's a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He'll dump this one off to Lindsay. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one is running back out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes it 2nd and 9. Lock to throw. And that is incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. Who needs it?
Block now to throw. And that's a little bit intercepted. If he could have gotten the feet in, he didn't, so it's incomplete. Well, that really could have turned this thing upside down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take me out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten to the end zone.
And not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So he'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Maybe more down the other defense. We'll see. Darnold down the throw. And his pass incomplete. He was looking to get his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Fuck with you, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now Darnold. This will come by Crowder. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they got to continue to move quickly.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. That's inside the try. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. Exactly a minute to go in the football game. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll give this to Bell running right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Bell. And he's able to get it down the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now it's Darnold. Well, he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Von Miller able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Bell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Bell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. They haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points to the premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
That almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved the defense.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
Right. There you have it. The Jets are the winners. 9-6 over the Broncos. And I'm going to end the stream. And there will be the stream tomorrow coming up. Probably around maybe like 4:30, 5 o'clock. I'm not sure yet. And see you all tomorrow. Please like and subscribe. And have a good night.